Hi guys, this is Shimrandi from Providence Life Design, and I'm doing a video that is specifically for business owners, people that own boutiques, small shops, automotive shops, showrooms, nail shops, hair salons, all of that, right? This is for you guys, all right? So I've done a few salons in my time. So I know it's really, really important to talk about it. And then, so I'm trying to think what should I start with. Okay, so first and foremost, all right, let's talk about just high traffic areas. If you are a family that has a lot of children, okay, some of my customers, they have a lot of kids, a lot. So they are thinking about, oh, what if the child falls and hurts themselves, that type of thing. Now, little boys, because I am a mom of little boys, okay, if they plan on jumping off of something and inflicting harm and injuries on themselves, it's like very little you really could do about it, right? So it doesn't matter if it's ceramic or porcelain, it really doesn't matter. Maybe the wood floor might be like maybe easier. Maybe it might be easier on them, whatever. But that shouldn't be a factor. But one thing that you do need to keep in mind, and I hate actually talking about this part because people always want me to tell them, is this safe? Now, if you're using a flooring for an area where there's going to be a lot of water spillage, you're stepping out of the shower, you're washing someone's hair, okay? You're detailing nearby. Anything where there could be possible water spills, you want to use your best judgment and choose a flooring that you feel that there will still be traction underfoot when anyone steps, okay? So with that being said, that's where I'm going to leave that, okay? But specifically for hairdressers, okay, I know like the going trend is like a lot of plank and porcelain plank. I personally am not a fan of that product when it comes to hair salons, okay? I love porcelain plank. I think it's an amazing, amazing product. It's super durable. It can handle high traffic. So that is good for homes with large families, okay? But in a space where you're going to have to constantly be cleaning up hair and sweeping and shavings and clippings, possible chemical spills and things like that, you want to make sure that you have a smooth enough surface, a large enough uninterrupted surface. So that same thing is going to apply for a nail shop, okay? So if a lot of my sisters are opening nail shops, I'm so proud of you, okay? So, so specifically for you guys, I recommend that you get the biggest size towel that you can get. That if you can get it in a high gloss, do it. Especially if like your area where women are washing off their whole buff and they're washing off the exfoliation and it's in a separate area from like the actual nail salon area where they're getting their fills and that kind of thing. I would do like a large format porcelain polished towel. Now, large format means anything 24 inch, anything over 12 inches large format, okay? But for you, I would recommend that you do 24 and up in towel size, okay? So 24 inch, 32 inch, 36 inch. If you can get a large square, that'll be super, super important, because imagine you drop a bottle of polish or something like that. You don't want, you're going to have less possibility of there being any kind of polish, remnant, stain after you've cleaned up. You want to be able to use acetone safely without damaging the surface of the towel. So like no laminate, guys. No laminate. I wouldn't even do hardwood in a nail salon. You know, if it is strictly like a man's barber shop, where the most water he's using is where he's doing like facial steams for men's beards, and he's putting like hot packs and things like that, but he's not like washing hair. When you're not washing hair, I think hardwood is going to be great. Okay, if it is a space where it is a full service hair salon and you are washing hair, you are carrying bowls back and forth, pedicures, that type of thing, you can use 100% luxury vinyl. You can use a vinyl product. It looks like wood. It has texture like wood, but it's like 100% vinyl. So there isn't going to be any breaching. If any kind of water drops or anything like that, it'll be easy to clean up. Now, on these particular floors, I am not 100% on how they react with like acetone and harsher chemicals, peroxides and things like that, and bleaches. But I would recommend that if you go to a retailer and you see one that you like and you want to spec it out, you want to like sample it, test it, right? So you take it and you get a cotton swab with some of the harsher chemicals that you use in your space for your business, and you just like test the space. Now, I've done one commercial space that I've done is I did an aviation office, but I also did a guy that does he has like an automotive showroom. Okay, so he's showing off like I have amazing customers. Oh God, met these amazing people, but he's like showing off like rims and spoiler kits and small body cars and things like that. Now you are going to want to use a high density porcelain, something that is thick, something that can handle traffic, something that can handle pressure. Your installation, now with all of these different surfaces that we're talking about, installation is paramount, installation is king, installation is first and foremost. Please do not go with the guy with the big guns and a smile. Don't do that, okay? Go with someone who has done commercial work along the lines of what it is that you're seeking. So for your automotive showroom, you want a place that you want to do porcelain tile. In case there's any oil leakage or anything like that, you want to be able to clean it up without a problem. You want to be able to use a harsh chemical without a problem to clean it up, right? You also want it to not be a brittle product that can break under pressure. And the installation, you yourself, the business owner, you may want to watch a video or two about what the underlayment process needs to be for your tile to be laid. You want to probably maybe buy the tools. Okay, if you're using a large format tile, get yourself a couple of suction cups. If your guy does not have that, just to be on the safe side, or maybe he's like missing a piece, whatever. Maybe you want to buy the trowels, okay, the correct trowels, and you want to buy your underlayment material. That's your thin set, your mortar, whatever your mix is going to be. You want to buy it yourself. You want to watch a couple videos on it, especially, and the reason why this only applies to people that are going to be using this tile in showrooms that are going to handle a lot of weight. Cars are 3-4 tons, okay, 2 tons. You want motorcycles, okay? You want something that can handle a ton of weight. You want something that can handle 800 pounds on one spot. You want that kind of resistance and that kind of strength in your product and your underlayment. Maybe you want buoyancy under your underlayment. So have a discussion. Talk to somebody who's done commercial work before. Talk to someone who has done an automotive showroom, okay? If you're doing anything that is going to handle anything with that kind of weight, all right? So I brought this just to kind of represent porcelain, to represent, a high polished tile. You want something that is, easy to clean, that, chemicals are not going to penetrate. Any harsh chemical that you're going to use to clean, it can easily just clean without causing any damage to the surface or pitting, okay? Plastic brushes are good. This is that plank that I was telling you. You don't want to put porcelain plank, anything with a texture. You don't want to put this. You don't want to put this in a space because plank is usually about 6 inches, 9 inches wide. You don't want to put something where you're going to be leaking a lot of like dyes, chemicals, that kind of thing. All right, you don't want that. And then for my hairdressers, okay, and nail shop owners, as large as possible of square tile. This is Shimrani from Providence Life Design. Stay blessed.